everyone, it's Paula. If you're wondering why I'm looking a little funny right now, it's because you're actually seeing a reflection of me in my computer screen. I've had a lot of trouble with Facebook Live videos recently, so I wanted to do this as a recording instead. But the thing is, in doing a recording, I'm not going to be able to flip orientation, so I want to show you my computer screen in a minute on my laptop to show you some information, and I can't do that in the middle of recording a video, so we're gonna do it this way. Anyway, hi! How exciting is this? It's September 1st and we are in the very first day of the new incentive period, and the trip this time it's different from any way they've ever done an incentive trip before. It's for the Dominican Republic, so we're talking sand and surf and beautiful water and just a fabulous resort, and every single one of us can earn it. This isn't like past incentives where only the top 100 or the top 70 or the top 50 or the top 30 people were able to go. And you know, that's always a huge challenge because we end up competing with everyone else, which is always kind of a bummer because, you know, we talk about the sisterhood and our posh, you know, our posh family, and then we end up like trying to undercut each other to go on a trip. Always struck me as kind of counterintuitive. Also, it was always really challenging because you know, it's hard to compete with people who are able to recruit 20 people during that incentive period who are all good workers, and to sell like $20,000 worth of Posh themselves in like a 4-month period, because people did it. People did it every single one of the past incentive periods. But you don't have to. You're not competing against anybody this time. All you are doing is accumulating points. So this is within every single person's grasp if you're willing to go for it and work to accumulate the points necessary to go on this trip. So in a second, we're going to go through some of the guide on how to earn this trip. But I want to emphasize again, there is nothing like a Posh incentive trip. I've done two. I went to New York City and I went to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Gosh, it's going to be 2 years this January that I went to St. Thomas. I can't believe it's been that long. But there's nothing like a Posh incentive trip. They have the most lovely, luxurious accommodations. They always have a lot of really fun events planned. There's excursions. It's just top shelf amazing fun, and we end up so pampered while we're there, and again, every single one of us has it within our grasp. So it starts today. September 1st is the very first day, and this runs until January 31st. So that's 5 solid months that we can have to earn this trip. So let's go ahead and have a look at the guide. So let's move over here to my laptop, and I'm here in the fall incentive. So I put the link in on the team page, and if you follow the link to the details on the incentive trip, you come to this about page. So here we go, Destination Dominican Republic. Anne and Judd and Adrian and a lot of the home office people are there right now in these fabulous luxury accommodations of this resort where the trip will be. And so look at that water. Who wants to jump in that water right now? I live at the beach, but you know, my water does not look like that here in Southern California. So it looks fabulous. So this is showing you what awards you can earn along the way. So even if you don't earn the actual trip, there are fabulous prizes to be had along the way. So don't discount yourself. Don't say, oh, well, I'm not even going to try because there's no way I could make it. Don't do that. Don't sell yourself short, because just working towards the goal gives you a lot of prizes along the way, which is really exciting. And there are some people who have earned Greece and talked about what a life-changing experience it was for them to earn Greece. But again, we don't have to compete against anybody to earn this trip the way they did. Look at this resort. Look how beautiful it is. Look, I'm ready for a massage right now. Look how beautiful that is. And then there's a little video from Meg. I met Meg in Salt Lake City, and she is just a hoot. She is so cool. And so there's a little video from Meg and Judd from Business Development on earning the trip and information on the incentive. There's an about section here. And then it talks about how to earn the incentive. And then if you click through to that, you'll end up in the handbook, which is, I have this in another tab. This is so much fabulous information on how to earn this. So it is tips on how to get you there. So, don't be overwhelmed and think, well, there's no way I could ever do this. Well, they're going to tell you how you can do this and help you. And, I'm here for you every step of the way. So here's how you accumulate points. I love this quote. Be the designer of your own destiny. Don't let somebody else determine what you can and cannot do. Don't let the little voice in your head that tells you can and cannot do something. You design it yourself. You be the driving force behind your own destiny. And that's from Oscar de la Renta, who is actually a Dominican. I didn't know that. So these are how to earn the points, and we can go through this later, but the number one way to accumulate points, rank advancement. So no matter what your title was, whatever your title was on August 31st, ranking up to the next level and the levels beyond that is the biggest way to accumulate points. So look at this. If you advance to Pink +3 during this incentive period, that's 200 points right off the bat there. That is, like a fifth of the way there. A fifth of the way to 1,000 points is just by rank advancing to Pink +3. You also get points for maintaining your rank. So whatever your title is, if you maintain that in a month, you get these points, which are for every single month. So for the 5 months of the incentive period, you can earn these points every single month, and that will really add up. Also, your front line. Your front line and rank advancing can give you so many points. So just having your front line go from protege to pink gets you points right off the bat, and it just goes up from there. So this is a great time to bring people onto your team, because this is when their rank advancing can help you earn points yourself towards the incentive trip. And how fun would it be to tell your people on your team, hey, let's do this together. Let's all go together to the Dominican Republic and hang out and drink cocktails on the beach. And then, if I can get up to silver, I can accumulate points from the Premier Pool. You also get them for PV. Somebody figured out that, hey, if you actually sold $20,000 worth of Posh in 5 months, which I know sounds crazy, but there are people who do sell that much, you could earn the trip right there. You wouldn't have to worry about anything else. You wouldn't have to worry about any other type of points. You could just do it strictly off just your sales. And I know that's kind of a high bar to set, but just to show you that you do get points off of PV. So basically, each dollar of PV is 0.02 points. All right, and then if you get $50 of PV in a month, you get another extra point. And if you pull in $1,000 of sales in a month, every single month of the incentive, that's another 20 points. So if you, for 5 months of the incentive, 20 points per month, that is 100 points right there that you can earn. 100 points, that's 10% of the way to 1,000 off of having $1,000 in sales a month. All right, so that's how you earn it. And as always, here's my cat. Marceline, say hi. Oh my goodness. She wants to go to Dominican Republic. Actually, she doesn't. She's flown cross country 6 times, and she would be really happy if she never had to be on a plane again. So anyway, here is your why, because Posh always starts with your why. So in figuring out why you would want to go to the Dominican Republic on this trip, it's going to start with your why. Why do you Posh? Why do you want to be on this journey? And why are you a consultant? And that is a great starting place for figuring out how to ramp up your business and earn this trip. Okay, so there's a Posh why, like why are you a consultant? And then a destination DR why. So why do you want to go to the Dominican Republic? What is your reason for working towards this incentive? I've got to think that one through, and I will definitely share mine when I've got it hammered out. All right, so then it's like, let's get this started. Let's get it started. And it's just guideposts. Number one thing, get Posh on the people. That's how we do this. That's how we find new customers. It's how we encourage our current customers to try new products. We get Posh on them, and everything follows from there. Then you be authentic on your social media. Don't just post things that all the graphics that I share from HO. Don't just post those. Put up your own. Make it personal. Make people who see you on social media feel like you are somebody who actually are into this, are wanting this trip, are wanting to advance in your Posh business. So be authentic on social media. Posh every day. It doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I know everyone's busy. I am so busy, but I do Posh every single day, even if it's just a few minutes every single day. And it's okay to take a day off. It's okay, like if you're on vacation or, you had a really, really tough week to take a day off. Absolutely. Don't worry about that. But try on a regular basis to do a little bit in your business every single day. And it really helps. Okay, so there's a text challenge, there's a tracker for your contacts, there's a memory jogger, which is so important. So it's like everyone's like, I don't have anybody to sell to. Everybody, all my customers have all their stuff, they don't need anything. How do you find new people? This is a memory jogger to help you find 50 new people that you can Posh. If you can find 50 new people to Posh, and have a percentage of those people become customers, what would that do for your business? That would be like outrageous for your business. Once you bring on new consultants, when you've built up your team by having somebody join your team, this is a new consultant checklist. So you can help them. Help your people be successful right out of the gate while they're still excited. It's a huge advantage because the longer you wait, the harder it is to really get going. So helping people right after they join is a really, really important thing. And then we've got business calendars. You can print these out, mark them up. So this is a commit to your business calendar. Starting today, starting September. Look, here's today. Here is September 1st. We can start on this day to work towards earning this trip. And then it's great because there's one for October, for November, December, and January. So each month, print these bad boys out. Print them out. Mark them up. Put down the parties that you've booked. Put down the vendor events that you've booked. Put down when you need to follow up with somebody. So say if you gave somebody a sample on the 4th of January here, mark that in like 5 days. So like on Tuesday, you need to follow up with that person to ask how they like their samples and if they need any other samples or if there's anything that you can help them with. Because if you don't follow up, then you gave them the samples this day by this day. So weeks later, you might ask and they'd say, oh yeah, I never tried those. They're still in my purse. So definitely give yourself visual reminders to follow up with people. It's really important. Okay, and then there's a pace setter. So what you need to do to get to the Dominican Republic, get to the trip. So you're working out goals for yourself along the way. So for each week, what are the things that you want to do every single day of the week? What things are happening with Posh? Like, maybe the sport is happening that week, so you want to give yourself a notation for that. So again, this is all planning. This is not flying by the seat of your pants and just hoping, but actually setting out a plan for yourself. So one of my favorite quotes is plan your work and work your plan, because just hoping isn't going to do it. So look, there's your blank pay setter to work with. Okay, my weekly contact lists. Okay, who did you make a sale with? Who did you book? Who is interested in being sponsored? How did you follow up with your team? These are all things that you can write down, contacts that you need to make. Set success targets for yourself on a weekly basis, and then see how you did afterwards. Because if you write it down, you kind of are you're beholden to yourself. You're not beholden to anybody else. You're not beholden to me or Posh or anybody. You're only beholden to yourself if you write down goals for yourself. And it makes you accountable. And accountability is a really big deal. Okay, so that's the handbook. Hi, there's me again. Hi. I had to take my glasses off because I can't see. So yeah, so those are the tools that they've given us. They've given us this great handbook. They've laid out how you collect points and what the prizes along the way for various points are. Oh yeah, let's look at that actually. So back in let's go to the other tab for the information on the incentive trip. There's a clickable thing called View Rewards, and see, for each level, each time you accumulate a certain number of points, you get stuff. You get cool stuff. Look how cute that neck pillow is. Look how cute this little cosmetic bag is. And this is a charger. It's rose gold. It will match my phone. So I really want that. And look at Instatrax, or whatever they call that that Instamatic camera. These are all things you can earn along the way. So how fun is that? Okay, so I've already talked too long. I hope people got through this video. So seriously, this is attainable. Don't sell yourself short. Don't count yourself out right here on the very first day. This is something that you can do. This is something that every single one of us can do. And how fun would it be to hang out together in the Dominican Republic? So there you go. Any questions, feel free to ask me. Put them down in the comments. Message me personally, and let's do this thing. Bye.